Alright, so I'm Sean, and I'll get right into it. I built a nutrition application here for our final project. So I'm going to start a new instance of the program. You're going to be welcomed here, and it's going to prompt you for some information about you, and it's going to store that into a user object. So I am going to start with my name here, and this will reject any bad inputs. So let's say I just do this. That's rejected. So we're going to go with 26 because that's my age. We're going to use weight in pounds for this. Gender has to be male or female in this case. Height is in inches. And then an activity level from the options that are provided here. These are all just dummy values here, and then you're going to throw in a goal, whether that's to lose, gain, or maintain your weight. And that's it for the user information. You will be welcomed, and then we will have this set of options here that act as a little bit of a main menu for us. The first one here, and you're going to choose by number, is to print out your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, which is the number of calories that your body burns in a day. And we also have the value here based on the activity level that you've chosen. It'll adjust that basal metabolic rate for that activity level. Option number 2, we're going to get a string representation of the user object. Sean is a 72-inch tall 26-year-old male weighing 262 pounds. Option number 3, which I won't show because it's going to take a second, is to create a new user, and that would be to re-enter all of the information that we just did when we launched the app. If you say you wanted to have a different person using the app. Option number 4 is to add a food to the diary. So we're going to add a food to the log here, and we will create a date object by passing in the date, and it will validate that date. Enter the name of the food, the number of calories, protein, these are in grams, carbs, let's say 10, fat 1. So we've added that to our diary, and what we can do with option number 5 here is show our diary, and that will print out the date from the date object, and it will also print out all of the food objects associated with that date object, and then the totals for that food, and then a little bit of a breakdown here. You see that 2 grams is 15% of the total weight of the food based on what we've put in here. So there's a little bit of a breakdown there for us. So that was show my diary. Now we're going to get recommended goals or recommended calories for your goal. And what this does is it'll print out a little recommendation based on the information you put plus your goal, whether to lose, gain, or maintain the weight. So in this case, we'll see that your recommended calorie intake to lose a pound a week, which is the maximum recommended weight loss in average adults, is the 1,912 calories or 500 calories below your adjusted BMR. Show diary for a single day is pretty self-explanatory. We can throw in a date which is validated, and yep, so we do have that one, and it shows us a breakdown here, the date, the total calories for that day, total protein, total carbs, total fat for the day. Option number 8 is takes a date, and we'll throw it in our date that we've been using. And what that does is it returns the unique number of entries of foods for a day that's given. If in all these cases where you're entering a day, if the day doesn't exist, it'll tell you that the day doesn't exist. But in this case, we only have one food entry for this specific day. So, and finally, option number 9 We can export our information into a text file. It should be here somewhere. Hi, sorry, for whatever reason that wasn't popping up. But what option number 9 does is it outputs the information that you've put in to a text file called myoutput.txt. And see if I can move this over. What this does is this just outputs some of the key information that you added in there. So this is going to be the string that describes the user, natural BMR, adjusted BMR, recommended calorie intake. So that's my project.